What's up, Vovers? Another episode of VoveCast. Episode 8 or 7 or 6, some number.
Who's
I don't
counting?
know the number. We'll put it in there. I'm here with Gritzy BR. BR stands for Beautiful Rear. I'm here with Keelay. And I'm here with Nerdy Ninetails.
Saw it, dude.
How y'all doing?
Doing wonderful.
We vibing.
We're doing great.
Well, today we got a bunch of conversation starters to talking about TikTok, Twitch, streaming, video games, all the stuff that we know and love. A couple questions from Vovers as well on Twitter. So the first question that I want to start off with, I think this will be a little fun game. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know the origin story of any of your guys' names. I don't even know what BR stands for. I have a feeling I know what it means, but I could be wrong.
Ooh.
So I think we should all go through and we should all make up background stories on how we think we got each other's names.
I like.
And then we can reveal how we got them.
Okay, I like that. Anyone want to start
So, I'll go first. So with Gritzy, I believe that Gritzy, it sounds like Gritzy. I just don't even know where Gritzy would come from. But I assume BR stands for Battle Royale, considering he plays Battle Royale games.
Indeed.
But Gritzy, it sounds like gritty, so I feel like it's a derivative of gritty, maybe, possibly.
Okay, so Ritz crackers. You ever heard of Ritz crackers?
it? Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So back in middle school, when I was coming up with my name, you know, to look cool on social medias and stuff in the gaming world, my friends all had really cool names, like 4-letter gamer tags on Xbox, stuff like that. And I was D7 Alonzo. So I kind of got bullied into making a name. And I was eating Ritz crackers at the time. So I went with Ritz, obviously that's taken. And then, I don't know, man, I just thought, somebody told me, like, yo, you're such a G, so why don't you just put a G in front of it? And I put the G in front of it, and we were Gritzy.
Dang,
I like
okay.
that.
I mean, that's pretty creative.
I like that.
I like it
that.
too.
Yeah, we kept it ever since.
I would have never guessed it was from Ritz.
Yeah.
I would have never
Yeah.
guessed. I would have
For
never
real.
guessed.
Gritzy,
It
I
used
would
to be
have
my
never
logo
guessed
for a
that.
long time, too. Just
a Ritz cracker.
PNG, yeah.
Dang.
That's
Oh,
funny.
man. And BR for Battle Royale, I assume.
Yeah, I've always played. I played H1Z1, like, way back in the day. So that was my first Battle Royale. That's where I started. Then Fortnite, obviously, for
Damn.
All
3
right.
years on that, yeah.
All right, you make up a background for somebody else.
You see, I want to go... Nerdy Ninetails is just too straightforward. It really is.
Yeah.
You click on this man's Twitch, he's open Pokemon cards. I wonder where that came from.
But what about the origins? Like, why Ninetails?
Ah.
Mm. See,
That's a tough one.
I always liked Ninetales. That was my favorite Pokemon for a really long time. Was that your favorite Pokemon? My guess is it was. That has to be your favorite Pokemon if you went Nerdy Ninetales, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it still is. Yeah, Ninetails is my favorite. Actually, it was my very first holo Pokemon card when I was younger and was cracking Pokemon cards as a young lad. First holo was Ninetales, and I thought it was dope. And like Fire type was always my favorite because, you know, Charizard, you know, you have freaking Ninetales. So, and then like, you know, I'm a nerd and I like alliterations, so Nerdy Ninetails just worked out perfectly for me. And so, yeah, I needed a name for starting my pack opening channel on YouTube, and I was like, that's a pretty cool name. And I used to be Big Mike with 2 G's and 5 E's. That was my old gamer tag, and it was just obnoxious and just like, why, you know? So I never had like a cool gamer tag. It was just like a stupid thing I made when I was younger. So then this was like my online like persona now. So yeah, Nerdy Ninetails was born, opening up packs of Pokemon cards on YouTube. Yeah, boy.
All right. I like it.
That's pretty dope.
All right, who's doing me?
Oh, who's doing Yuki?
Oh, baby. Keelay. I think Keelay's origin, like, Like, you know, Key, I think, comes from his first name, and that's just like a nickname he had growing up. He's like Key. They called him Key because his first name starts with a K, right? And then Lay because he's always, you know, he's always going to Hawaii and getting laid, you know? So Key Lay, big brain.
You were actually kind of spot on. It was a nickname given to me from a buddy in high school.
Okay.
And then everybody, literally everybody, I wouldn't, okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but like all my friend group would literally call me Kile.
Sick.
So my original gamer tag, because I was huge on COD, like I played so much Black Ops 1, like MW2, MW3. Like I used to grind the domination leaderboards in MW3.
Yo.
Like at one point I remember I was like ranked like 100 in the world for domination on PS3, and I was like so hyped as a kid for it.
God damn.
So,
He's
yeah.
always been a sweat.
Yeah, I've always been a sweat. So now, like that's where I fell in love with it. But guess you're not gonna guess what my gamer tag was back then. You're not gonna guess.
Pussy destroyer.
Crack boy 420. That was my name, Crack boy 420.
I
And then
wouldn't
I'm
guess
like,
it, but I believe it.
yeah, no, and then I got into content. I'm like, you know what? My name just cannot be Crackboy 420. That just cannot be my name. So I'm like, screw it. Let's go with Kila.
Kila is a dope name too.
Yeah,
Key, that's
definitely.
cool. Flows off the tongue.
It does. It does.
All right, Key, what you got for me?
Well, it's kind of fucking odd. Your name's Skylar, and you got guns. Skylar guns.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Surprisingly, it did not derive from these massive guns. Surprisingly.
Really?
No, I've
Not
had
those
this
things?
name. No, I've had this name since I was like 11. It started
Really?
on Xbox 360, yeah.
Dang.
And it's actually a morph from, obviously my name is Skylar, and part of my last name. I don't want to say what my last name is. It's probably not that hard to figure out, but it's part of my last name, so it's Skylar Guns. And I've had that for the longest time. My username on every single platform is Skylar Guns, and I've stuck by it. And I debated when I started doing content creation and like started like actually being like a public figure. I debated changing it and making something else that didn't have my first name, but I was like, whatever. Like, I don't want to change.
Yeah, no. You stuck to your roots. I like it.
And you know, Skylar Buns came off of that next. You know, it was only
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
Skylar brings up a great point. For anybody out there grinding for content creation or anything like that, Skylar mentioned he's had the same @ on social medias as long as you can remember. That's huge. Make sure you guys have the same @ on every social media. It helps so much.
Makes it so much
Easier
easier.
to locate you.
So good.
Literally, Skylar Guns will never be taken on any platform. Well, maybe, you know, back then when people did.
Now we got
I
a
was.
trolls
Now
coming
it's
out here.
over.
Yeah.
Now some people might
Yeah.
come out there and take it, but
Yeah.
I've never had a problem. But something else, fun fact, when I did YouTube when I was younger, when I was like 10 years old, and I had like a little friend group that I was doing like machinima videos with on like Halo and Grand Theft
Dang.
Auto. They're in my YouTube, and if I ever blow up big one day, I will release them. But right now they live in my private YouTube channel, and our like little like filmmaking group was called Pimpadelic Gunners.
Oh god.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
The roots.
So, rolling into the next question, actually, that kind of goes into the next thing. What is your guys' like earliest memories of wanting to do content creation? Because for me, I've been doing it for a long time, but I never really like took it seriously. So I'm just curious on like, when did you guys know that you wanted to like be a streamer, make content?
Can I go first?
Sure.
Well, I remember I had a YouTube channel back in the day. It was literally called K-Man Fine. I don't know why, but I met this guy in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, and it so happens that he literally lived 30 minutes away from me, and he went to the same school district. Like he went to my rival school. So then like we just started playing MW2 all day, like all night long. And then I remember he started like, we were like 11 years old, 12 years old, and he started this little YouTube channel called the Overwatchers. And I remember we would just do like simple sniping clips, like cross the map tomahawks, like just like stuff back then, you know, that was like cool. So we did all that, and then like I ventured off from it, but I've been gaming literally since I could remember. But like I ventured off from all that, and then like I got back into it when I was like 15, 16. Had a YouTube channel, made like little like Black Ops 3 wagers, content clips and like wager clips and all that stuff.
I bet those are sick.
Yeah, they were. You know me, sweaty. No, they were sick. And then yeah, I streamed in 2017 for like a year, and then like, dude, that was the biggest mistake I ever made. Was I stopped doing that because like, I don't know, like I was like way too into like living like my teenage life. It sounds so stupid, but like I regret it. But
It's real.
I walked away from that, and then back in April, I remember I went and met Scumpy, Formal, Hector, and Big Timer, and Arcides in the Chicago Huntsman meetup in Chicago. And I don't know what it was, but dude, I took a picture with them, and it literally hit me like a brick. I'm like, why am I not doing this? Like don't get me wrong, like they are literally idols, like those people, but I just like not sound ignorant, but I was just like, this is always what I wanted to do. Like I wanted people to come meet me, and it just hit me like it literally hit me like a train, and ever since then I've been just nonstop.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I say don't meet your heroes, right?
Yeah. Dude, Scumpy is literally everybody's like COD childhood hero.
Dude, yeah.
Fun
Same.
fact, Chicago Huntsman does a rate your clips thing.
Yeah.
Scumpy gave me an 8. You know.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Can't follow
that.
that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
I mean, that's pretty good, right?
It's a flex.
Yeah, no, that's good. From Scumpy an 8? I'll
Yeah.
take that any day. Give us.
What
give
about
me
you,
8.
Gritzy?
Let me see. When did I start? I started back on MW3 was when I really got into content creation. That's when I knew I wanted to do it at some point. You guys remember the Dazzle?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
I had
guys
one.
record way back then?
I
Yeah.
had- Yeah.
So Gritzy had the red Dazzle, and he would run around with a sniper on Modern Warfare 3 and try and get his little quad feeds. And that all started watching. There's a guy named Spratty. If you guys knew FaZe Sprat,
Oh yeah, Sprat.
I used to watch Sprat every single day. Sprat and Pamaj just absolutely run these lobbies, and I thought I could do it. I couldn't do it. First of all, I couldn't do it. I was bad. I would post my little triple kills, all split feeds, but man, eventually got better, and now we're here.
Dude, heck yeah.
Never too late.
Never too
Yeah.
late.
Something I want to say with
Never.
that too is that I guarantee you that most people who make it big, or you think blow up all of a sudden, I guarantee you there's years and years and years of content creation and drive that they were doing before that. You know, I
Right.
mean, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
start my Twitch until July of 2020,
Wow.
and it had 38 followers on it. I made the account in 2009, and it
Dang.
had 38 followers on it. And I grew it to where it's at now. And you know, most people be like, "Oh, like he just started streaming." Like, well, but when it wasn't like that, you know, I had years behind me of you know,
Exactly.
failures, and you know, most people that are doing this is probably the same way, I'm sure.
Yeah, like literally tying into what I was saying, like I streamed for a year in 2017, and like I was pulling 0 viewers, dude. And I remember when I stopped, I had 68 followers, and then I picked
Yeah.
it back up in April. And like tying into that Huntsman thing, I remember watching Frozone too. I remember watching No, I literally remember watching Frozone, and like I don't know why, but dude, watching that man play Warzone, dude, he made me want to stream again. Like he really did. So like I stopped in 2017 at 68 followers, and then like not saying my channel is huge, it's still really small, but like I'm just like tying into what Tyler said, it's never too late to come back to it. Never is.
What about you, Nerdy?
I think I've like always wanted to do stuff on like in content creation. Like as soon as like I started like getting crazy in the rabbit hole with the YouTube videos, like sketch comedy YouTube videos, or just like the old school generation of YouTube around like 2009, which was when I was a senior in high school. I was really into like watching YouTube, and you know, it was really cool. Me and my best friend, we started a channel, which a lot of people in my community might know if they've been around for a long time, but I don't typically share what it is. But we had our own like YouTube show where we do like stupid sketch commentary or comedy and stuff, or commentary videos. So that exists, and we did like parody music videos and stuff like that. Like we were full on, I'm like 18 doing this, like no shame, but like everyone in our hometown was like, this is awesome, like we know you guys and you're on YouTube, this is so cool. And then, you know, from there I've kind of always like had an itch to create. Like I used to be a film major, like I wanted to like edit videos, you know, like that was like what I did until I switched course to like the science background of stuff that I'm doing now. But I've always held on to the content creation part. And so in 2013 I started doing pack openings on YouTube because I saw there was a cool community of people. I was like, wait, people watch people open up Pokemon cards on YouTube? Like that's absurd. I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, why am I not doing this? So I started doing it, and I formed back then like a decent sized following in that community, and then kind of fell off. Like it's an expensive hobby to keep doing and creating content for, because you have to pay to create content most of the time, you know, at least if you're focusing only on opening packs. And you know, I was just grinding, but then eventually a friend was like, hey, you have the personality to stream, like why aren't you doing what these other people are doing? Like you play Destiny every night anyway, why aren't you streaming it? I'm like, I should. And then I started, and then I didn't stop. So it's been an awesome journey though.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy.
What about you, Skylar?
Really crazy. I mean, I kind of touched on it a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
I tried YouTube when I was younger. I was like 10 years old. I said I have a lot of stuff. Like I made like, I wanted to make like machinimas. Like I kind of made like sketch comedy videos in gaming and stuff. They were not funny, I'll tell you that. They're funny to look at now. But I did pretty decently well for being like 10 years old. I think I had a video get like 80,000 views, which
Ooh.
blew my mind. Yeah, and I didn't keep up for very long. I was too young, and I think that kind of like
Understandably.
me off. Yeah, I was like, you know, I'm a child doing this. Like I can't, you know, there's a lot of people I looked up to, and I was like, there's no way I could be anything like these guys are like, you know, 20 years old, and I'm over here 10 years old. Like who's gonna watch me? So that kind of pushed me back, and I was like really of a shy kid back then. So
Yeah.
but I've always held on to that passion. So I mentioned this a lot, but I streamed on Justin.tv, which Justin.tv was bought out by Twitch, so it's really, really old. I was literally 10 years old with my little mixer board. I had a little mixer set up, and I was streaming, playing games, playing Battlefield, and that's back when it wasn't even like exclusive for
Battlefield
gaming.
was. Oh my God, Battlefield back in the day, bro.
Yeah, I
Really
did play
amazing.
Battlefield on there, and yeah, it's kind of weird to think back. Like I was literally doing that before anybody else, and I quit. And I always beat myself up about it because it's like, damn, if I really stuck with that.
Yeah.
And I always felt like I missed the train for stuff. I missed the train for Twitch because I gave up. I missed the train for YouTube because I was too young and I gave up. And then TikTok came, and I was like watching everybody else blow up, and I was like, this is still really early. I feel like I have a very strong chance of actually doing something I wanted to do, and TikTok has been immensely crazy. Very crazy.
Totally. It's a good segue.
It is.
It is.
It's very much so. I think it's TikTok. TikTok has given like many people a platform to really build on. Like people that really deserve to blow up or actually blow up. because of
People
it.
that have been, you know, working their ass off for like the past couple years, and then TikTok finally comes in, and it's a great way to network your community, and a lot of people have clearly taken advantage of that.
For sure.
100%, man. It's hard to get somebody to stick around after 60 seconds in your Twitch
Yeah.
stream, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you show them 60 seconds of great content on TikTok, you got a good
To have
shot.
to have a following on TikTok is crazy, because like literally what he's saying, like 60-second clips, like you got to make those clips like a little intriguing, you know what I mean, for people to stick around. So like to have like where you guys are at, like you guys all have over 10,000 followers on TikTok, am I wrong? Well over 10,000, yeah. So like that's crazy to think about, like 10,000 plus people in a room that follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like,
always forget to put that in perspective of how
Mhm.
crazy it
Yeah, that is. Like I only have like 2,700 something, but like even that's, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
even
it's
that
huge.
in a room.
Or even
That's crazy.
even with
TikTok-
Twitch, with like your viewers, right? Like if you think about like, oh, I don't have many viewers right now, but if you have like 11 people in a room watching you play video games, are you like gonna be like, oh, there's no one here?
Yeah,
Like looking
exactly.
back.
Like you just gotta put everything in perspective. You can't knock yourself down over that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. With TikTok though, I mean, this is what I was gonna say earlier. It's so volatile, and it's so crazy. Nobody out there can truly say they understand the algorithm.
Oh,
There
yeah.
may be some people that are better than others at mastering it, but nobody's a master and nobody can understand it. Because here's what I was gonna say. I had a video. TikTok is supposed to reward videos that people like and do well, right? Obviously, engagement's good. I posted a video. It wasn't COD related, so maybe that's why, because it's not within my niche, but it's still gaming. It got about 5,000 views and 1,000 likes. 1 out of every 5 people liked that video. Clearly, it's a good video, right?
Yeah.
And then I posted another video today, and it was just whatever offhand. It was a little throwaway video, not that big of a deal. It got 20,000 views, and it got like 800 likes. It didn't even break 1,000 likes. But it got pushed to like 15,000 more people than my other video, which was
That's insane.
better. So it's like, why is it pushing the videos that aren't as good?
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
I literally have a video that is like 13.4K with like 300 likes, and I'm like, oh, and then I have other videos with like 1,000 plays and like 300 likes. I'm like, well, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like they're pushing the videos that people don't want to engage with. So it makes no sense.
It's very strange.
Yeah, I'll never understand
It's crazy
TikTok.
too, because and you can make the argument that you understand it all you want. Like watch time, you can bring everything in there. I had a video yesterday that it was a 52-second video. I usually stay away from long videos just because it's a lot harder to get a long video to blow up. But this video had a 49-second average watch time, and it
That's
Damn.
huge. Wow.
and that's
That's
huge.
really good.
Yeah, it
That is
tanked.
really
so
good.
It
that
tanked
makes
though.
sense. Yeah, it was. They got what, 3K views?
Wow.
That makes no sense. 0 sense.
Yeah, 49
all.
average watch time.
Yeah,
I've had
that's
videos
big.
that are like 45 seconds with a 15-second average watch time that hit 100K. It just doesn't make sense.
Another thing too is like, aside from YouTube, because YouTube is a whole different breed, but like TikTok is the only social media platform where you can have like a decent sized following, like 1 million followers, 500,000 followers, and your videos only get pushed to like a couple hundred or a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
accounts that blew up and have 500,000 followers, but only 300 views per video. It's like, obviously that person's content can't be that horrible if they got 500,000 followers.
Right.
Why is TikTok not showing people that follow you your videos? It makes no obviously they want to see more from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Like, you
crazy.
constantly have to fight it.
Yeah, we could all post a video every day this week. All 4 of us in here, and you really have no idea who's gonna have the best week.
Yeah. I also feel like with followers, you know how like when you're on TikTok, there's like a For You page and then a following page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of the times when you're like, dude, when I open up TikTok, I never go on my following page. Like maybe like once a week. You know what I
My
mean?
girlfriend said the same thing. She's like, every time I go to
Yeah.
the following page, it's stupid videos. I'm like, but you follow them.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so like for you, like people's For You pages, they're gonna see other TikToks versus yours. So like what you were saying, like like some people have like 500,000 followers, and their videos aren't getting anything. I feel like it's because nobody clicks that tab.
Yeah.
But still, like,
or very small.
No, but still, it should be on your For You page
Yeah.
because I'll be scrolling through my For You page and I'll see people I'm following.
I do that all the time too. And honestly, I have people come into my streams and go like, oh, like I haven't been seeing your videos on TikTok. I'm like, that's weird. I've been posting them just as much. Like, don't know why you're not seeing them. Like,
haven't changed the thing.
yeah, exactly. Or
Haven't changed a single
or
thing.
like right now when like I don't understand why none of my content's like getting pushed, but like the people who are always seeing my videos are coming to my stream and they're like, you're still on my FYP all the time. And I'm like, yeah, but you follow me and you interact with every one of my videos. Like I'm not going anywhere on your FYP. Like, like I no matter what I post, you'll see it probably. So again, it's just so funky.
Crazy. I don't know about TikTok. It's scary.
All right, so I'm sure a lot of the people watching right now are also trying to grow, probably trying to do something, probably mostly new to TikTok. I assume a lot of them are streamers. They're not really posting anything yet, but they're trying to get into it. So if you guys had one tip for growth on TikTok, since we all have a decent following on TikTok, well, what do you guys got to say?
I would just, I mean, like my following's not crazy, but like, you know, my videos do get pushed out more now that like, because I had a video that did like nearly 200,000 plays and like 15,000 likes, and then I had another video that did over 100K plays. So like, once you just break that For You page, I wouldn't say it's easy sailing, but you're gonna be more motivated. Like, dude, when I like, because I remember I posted a video, it was literally just like a montage of me like going off with an AMAX on Warzone, and I posted it, and I woke up to like 100K plus plays, and like that like boosted my drive majorly, and like ever since then, like my videos, they don't blow up, but like they definitely get more of attention. So like once you get that one post that hits the For You page, it'll be your step in the foundation, if that makes sense. So like because like I had maybe 60 videos before that video, so like it takes time. You just got to stay consistent with it, I would say.
True.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Yeah, I think-
with what he said. Yeah, go ahead, Ernie.
I would say I think consistency, yeah, is huge as well, especially like keeping on your grind. Like, just don't let it get down. Like, if you're doing it, do it because you love to do it, and then you won't have to worry about the numbers, truly. But like, if you're worried about like why nothing's happening, like just like look back at your videos you posted and just like ask yourself if you would stick around and watch this video if it came up on your For You page. And if you don't think the answer is yes, just like think about how you can improve it, and then just keep making small improvements every video, and eventually your newest video that you posted is always gonna be better than your last. You know?
That's a really good point that Nerdy said. Like damn, Nerdy, you literally got me, bro. I'm like, now I'm thinking about my TikTok. Like, no, like,
That's
no, like
exactly what I was
that's a
thinking.
really good point. Like, you should watch your TikToks, and if they don't entertain you, well, I mean, maybe they'll entertain other people, but like, he's basically just saying don't half-ass shit in a way, you know? Like give it your all, because like 90% of the people that are watching this want to be content creators such as us, and like, you know, like you don't want to look back in like 10 years and be like, what if I put more time into this video? What if I put more time into the stream? You know, you just got to give it your all. And this is a community that, in an environment that you can't half-ass anything.
100%. And when Nerdy said that, that's got to be my biggest takeaway too. Is that's what I tell everybody. Like, you can't worry about the numbers. TikTok's gonna screw you over sometimes.
No.
There's nothing you can do about it. But if you can look back a week ago and say that your video today is way better than the videos you were posting a week ago, like that's all you can ask for. Is just keep
That
getting
should be
better. And get pushed.
that should be success in your book, and that's
Yeah,
all that matters.
100%.
Kind of in the same boat too. I mean, if you're afraid of starting and you don't know how to start, my advice, starting out, this is in the very beginning, definitely not, you know, when you're later down the line, but in the very beginning, I would say try anything and everything, because with TikTok, you never know which video it is that's going to blow up. You can make a video and you can think, oh, this shit's going to do really good. You post it, it's going to flop. And then a video that you think is, you know, not going to, it's going to be whatever. It's an offhand video that'll blow up. So starting out, try anything and everything. Any ideas you have, execute them, because you never know when it might be that one. And if it is, kind of ride that wave into success, because TikTok likes consistency. So if you know, blow up for one particular thing, try to ride that same wave on the For You page. You can kind of diverge later on, but if you have a video that does well, try to imitate that same style.
Yeah.
Kind of imitate the same concept of the video.
Yeah, especially if it's like easily translated into a series, or like if it's like, yeah, if it's like your thing, like just keep remaking that same video but with like a different twists, because yeah, the algorithm likes, if it blew it up once and you make the same thing again, like with a different twist, it's gonna do it again, you know. TikTok
Anything
tips.
else, anybody?
Find every TikTok guru, give them money, and they'll tell you what to do. Boom.
Please don't give.
I'm just kidding.
Please don't give any guru money.
JK.
I actually paid for a TikTok guru one time, right? It was like $10, right? So before anybody comes at me, it was this TikTok guy, and he was selling some courses and stuff, and it was cheap. It was like $10. He's like, I'll look at your account and I'll tell you what you should be posting and blah 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 blah. I got the report, and the stuff that this man told me, like dirty, man. I remember one of his advice was, start a series and say, hey, my uncle works at Xbox and he gave me a sneak peek at the new Xbox. Hit the follow to find out later. And I'm like, God, you're so scummy, man.
Gosh.
You're so
Yeah.
scummy.
That's not
Ew.
content. That's just
Not
That's
at
just like
all.
making an
Yeah,
account
just
big for no
clickbait.
reason. Yeah, like
Clickbait.
yeah.
Clickbait. I remember before I remember during the RC, I literally paid Skylar $10 out of one of my TikToks. I literally paid it because I didn't know how to edit. I mean, I do now. Well, let's not get it twisted. But no, I remember I literally was like, can you edit this clip for me for $10? I remember I think I was pushy about it too. I was like, yo, I want this now.
At the time, I was like, hell yeah! I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get paid to make a TikTok. Hell yeah!
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was new too. I
That's
was new,
funny.
so it didn't take.
It's funny. And honestly, I was shocked that you did it because we were both going for the RC.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I thought about it. I was like, dang, I'm helping someone out. It's helping
Yeah.
someone else. My
What-
competition.
This was
I like,
pre-recruitment.
this is
Yeah,
pre-recruitment.
yeah. This
Oh,
was during
okay,
the
okay.
RC.
That's crazy.
If I don't get in, maybe my edits will make it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. TikTok. Other than that, kind of tying into that, I'm curious, what is your guys' favorite and least favorite thing about content creation?
Mm,
Hmm.
mm.
All right, you guys are thinking.
I'll go first. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
No, you go.
Okay, I'll start with the worst. The worst thing has got to be the how do I say it? Validity, validity. Basically, how volatile it is. You know, there's so many highs, so many ups, so many downs, and you have to have a very strong mental, strength to stream one day and hit 40 viewers, and the next day stream and hit 10,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, damn, like nobody wants to watch me anymore. You go through deep in your thoughts, like, oh, what did I do wrong? I'm not gonna hit 40 again. But like at the end of the day, I just gotta remember, people have a life. They can't watch every single stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I have people on TikTok that are never gonna come to my stream, but they like my content, and that's kind of the stuff that I have to remember. But it's hard. It is very hard.
Yeah, hard lesson to
and
learn is that you don't like own your viewers, right? Like they can go anywhere and watch any
Yeah.
content. Not like in a weird way, but like
Yeah,
You have
no.
to stay
I-
entertaining,
And it's
you have
crazy
to
too.
keep
That
putting in the work.
it's what hundreds of thousands of people streaming on Twitch, and that one to five people are choosing to like click on your name. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My favorite thing though has got to be the ones. I guess two things. One from a selfish perspective and one from the other perspective. Making something and just having it do good and knowing that people like it and like what you're putting out. I mean, it feels like it's
The
a very good
validation.
sense of relief. Yeah, validation. It sounds horrible.
That's
but-
not selfish. No, that's not selfish at all.
But on the other end, the people that you inspire too, because I've had a couple people be like, like you've inspired me to start making content and stuff like that. And it's like, damn, like I'm over here being inspired by other people. It's a fly in my face. And now I'm inspiring people, and it's like I never thought I would put any inspiration in anyone. I'm just a guy, I'm just
Totally.
a guy trying to live my dream and do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the coolest things too. I'd say like
Mm.
one of my favorite things about creating content is just like the community that you can create and like foster around like your content. But like it's like your content that you're creating, but the community that comes from it is just like huge. And it's not just yours, it's all of theirs. Like everyone who's there to every one of your streams or watching all your videos, like they feel like they're a part of something and that they can like come hang out and chat every night. And like it's like hanging out with a group of friends like every night that you're streaming. And like that's huge, like because I've been streaming for 6 years and I've had some people in my community like come to most of my streams. I had one of my very first viewers / like one of my oldest mods literally come out to my wedding this year. Like the community is just like my favorite part for sure of creating content.
That's the crazy. That's crazy, nerdy.
Yeah, right. I know, it's like
One of
insane.
your OG mods came to your wedding.
Yeah, he's been modding the whole time, and he was one of my first viewers, like sub 100 followers. Like he was there watching me play Destiny. Randomly saw a bearded dude playing Destiny on Twitch and clicked my name and watched and never left. And I was like, okay, cool.
Now
Yeah.
I'm watching them open Pokemon
That's-
cards.
Yeah,
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
I
That is
know. Yeah,
goddamn
and
beautiful.
I like to like make sure I don't like take it for the community for granted, because like whether or not the views are there, like the community is still like I'm still doing something that's bigger than just me, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
thing I
I-
hate Like the volatility is also annoying.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of something original to say. I hate the idea that like you would see someone and like form a bond with them and then they would just disappear off the face of the earth. You know, like someone who's like coming in, or like you make friends with people on the internet and then like they stop creating content and then you just never see them again. It's like, damn, that hurts.
Yeah.
I feel that.
We've all went through gamer friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've had tons of internet friends. I've been all over the internet, and I don't think I've kept in touch with many of them. I always think it's like,
got their guns.
wonder where they each.
I wonder if have you had any like old like PlayStation Xbox friends like ever be like, yo, we used to play back in the day?
I've had one that I was really, really good friends with, and he's messaged me. He messaged me a couple years ago, and he was like, "Hey, like, you know, you're not dead. Like, how you doing?" But it didn't go much further than that. But that was like probably one of my best gamer friends.
Yeah.
It happens.
Tying in what Nerdy said, I would say the community's probably my favorite part about it. Like, I don't know, like I forgot who said it, but you know how many people stream on Twitch? Like in a ridiculous amount, and especially streaming Warzone like I do. Like they're like everybody and their mother's trying to stream Warzone right now. Like everybody is trying to play that game. So like the fact that like, you know, like I have a little foundation of like people that watch me like on a day-to-day basis, and like have the like these days built up in watch time, like, and like not to be selfish, like Silas said, like it makes me feel good that like people could like, it's literally like hanging out with a bunch of people, like whether it's in the morning or at night. Like it's cool to like know that you can turn on your stream and like you're gonna hang out with some people while you just, you know, sit back and forget about the world and just play some video games.
100%.
Yeah, and then the thing I hate, pretty much what you guys said. Like I want to be original, but like it's just like you ask anybody else, we're gonna say that, like you're gonna have days where you're just like you get like 2 viewers. Like there's like sometimes where I go live at night, like I get like no viewers. I'm like, well, where is everybody? Like, and I'm just like, no, it's like you're gonna have days like that, and like that shouldn't knock you down. Like you're gonna have days where like you know you have a slow TikTok, you know your TikTok flops, your stream, you get no followers for the day, no subs, and that's all right because that's the world, that's this business, I would say. Like you're gonna have days like that, as in any business.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say the same thing as you guys. It's definitely the community. That's the best part. But you know, I also like the people I meet, like other content creators. That's got to be one of the coolest part about starting to create content. Is I'd never played with streamers or anything like that of any sorts, and just hearing like everybody's ideas and bouncing off of each other, like the support in the Call of Duty TikTok community is insane. Like
Tell me
there's
how
no
Call of Duty is
creators
the most toxic game ever.
Oh, it's
These creators are
dude.
like,
ever, but the creators
Dude.
are literally hand in hand, bro. Like everybody supports everybody. I haven't met anybody that's like preying on some other creators' downfall. Like there's no drama between Call of Duty creators, you know? Like there's everybody's got each other's backs. It's pretty cool.
I agree with Gertie. Like that's another thing I should have said. Like the people you meet and the people you actually become friends with, like you do become friends with your community, but the people, I don't know, like I met J Shot. Like J Shot's like one of my best friends now. Gray, like all of them, like all of you guys, like joining this team, like we've all, you know, formed this great friendship, and like none of us would have ever met if we never wanted to stream. Clearly, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
like,
a good.
I had the first connection I met was Asian Boy. I'm sure you know Asian Boy, Skylar.
Yeah,
We're both under 1,000 followers, and now what Asian Boy's partnered on Twitch, he's got like 200 average viewers.
Crazy.
Oh, that man is correct. If Asian boys watching this, I love you. You're amazing, God, bro.
Asian boy's just a different breed, bro.
Dude, that man is 16 years old. That man is 16 years old, and he is that cracked. Dude, he is insane at Warzone.
And that is the most awesome thing to see. Is like
Literally, like,
somebody
and I'm sure he's been playing for a while, bro. And like, TikTok gives people that outlet that they honestly deserve, and that man clearly deserves it. That's another really good example of
Yeah.
what Skylar said in the beginning. People who deserve it, TikTok really helps that.
100%. And it's like, and TikTok made that happen. Like I would have never met Asian if
Oh yeah, no.
If,
I
okay,
would've
so
never-
get this. Funny story, actually, Asian, if you're watching this. I met Asian because I was scrolling through the Vove RC posts. And
Same,
Asian
that's
was
how I found him.
dominating the
Dude,
Vove
he
RC posts.
rocked. He rocked that RC.
Yeah,
rocked
and
that
then
And then Vove picked me up instead.
RC posts. Okay, get this.
Hey,
check
Vove
this,
picked all of us up into the nation.
Oh,
Boy had
Oh my
his
god.
post. He spelled Vove CR or something like that.
Oh.
Vove CR. That was the hashtag he was using on all of his RC posts.
Oh,
And so I corrected. I was like, "Yo, bro, these clips are super dope. Like, you gotta, but you spelled the hashtag wrong, man. It's Vove RC." And he was like, "Oh, all right, thanks, bro." And that was it. That was it for like a week.
oh, my bad.
And then, yeah,
Oh.
and then I guess one of my videos popped up on his For You, and then next thing you know, it's me and Asian Boy. We're running viewer games every single day for our 2 viewers. Like, we didn't even have enough people to run viewer games ourselves. We would combine our 2 Twitch channels and run viewer games, like with whoever one person was popping in both of our chats. Like, it was crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah,
And now
that,
we're here.
that actually, dude, that's literally what because I found Vove on TikTok because I found Hirsch's account, and then like I went in Hirsch's chat and I'm like, maybe if I get in this guy's viewer game, maybe he'll like me. and, and then I don't know, we played a viewer game, and ever since then, like me and Hirsch are really good friends, I would say so. And like we were running like literally like I would literally do sub Sundays with him, and like we'd do viewer games, and like we would just play duos all the time, and then like that's kind of like I owe a lot to him, because I was really I'm not saying I'm a somebody, but like I was a nobody when he started playing with me, and like he kind of gave me that faith, so I owe a lot to the Hershey man.
I remember Gritzy. I think Citizen Snipes was the first big TikToker to follow me and take advantage, and I hit him up for a game, and I was like, oh yeah, and he was down. I was like, oh hell yeah. Played some games with Citizen Snipes, and then Gritzy came into my chat, and he was like, hey, how's it going? Like, we should play sometime. And I blew him off. I was like, oh, I play with viewers on Sunday, and he's like, oh
Yeah.
Oh,
He hit me with the I play with subs on Sundays.
I looked him up after though, and I was like, oh, it's another creator, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was down bad.
Damn.
Oh my god.
And that was back when Skylar. So Skylar averages a solid amount of viewers now, but that was back when Skylar had just started Twitch, and there was only like what
he still
3 or 4 people in his chat, and he said I play with viewers on Sundays.
Damn, he still had viewers.
But it was dope. Like that's the mindset you gotta have. Skylar's stream was top tier from day 1 that he started streaming. Like, and that's how you gotta be. You gotta put in the effort.
And like
That's for everyone. I've always had the idea that act like you've made it. Always act like you've made it.
Mhm.
Because if you're just starting out and you don't put in the same energy, if you had 100 people watching you, why would 2 people watch you? Put in that.
Exactly. And I could have took what Skylar said and been like, oh, you know what? F this guy. Like, he's got an ego. He's got 2 viewers. He just blew me off. Like, are you kidding me? And then but no, that like I was like, that's dope. Do your thing. I'm gonna meet you one day. Like, don't worry about it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. But that's awesome. Keep that same mindset, and look at him now.
And then
Yeah.
we're in Vove meetings, and then Skylar's like, "Yo, what about Gritzy?"
Exactly.
And then
It's like, why is Chrissy late to the meeting?
no, I'm saying even before you joined, like
Skylar vouched hard.
that's what I'm saying. Like, even before we picked you up, Skylar was like, "Yo, Gritzy, I got Gritzy, and I got him in the DMs. Like, what's up? Are we pulling the trigger? He might bring his talents to South Beach. I don't know what's happening." So,
Man's just taking too long, man. I have to that.
I will say Skylar vouched hard. I don't Grizzy, we weren't really close before before you were on the team, but I definitely stopped you in your streams a couple times. And I knew who you were, and I vouch
Yeah.
for you as well. So don't forget that. I vouch.
Hey, appreciate it. I think Keeley definitely. What? I think it was Twitter. I followed Keeley on Twitter or something like that. Keeley followed me back. We'd seen
Yeah.
each other in Twitch chats. It was like mutuals. Like you know who they are, but
Yeah.
you've never really played or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it works out.
It does, and like same thing going back to like when I played with Hirsch, like sometimes you gotta play those, you know, sometimes you gotta like when you don't have a foundation, you know, it's okay to, you know, go into viewer games with other streamers. Like that's how you build it up. Like imagine if if I had too big of an ego, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna go in Hershey's viewer games.
Exactly.
Like I would not be where I'm at right now. So like you never know. You know what I mean? Me and Hersh
If
would
I
have
had an ego, I would have thought Skylar was a douchebag for blowing me off. Like, so Hirsch, I was in Hirsch's chat, like just saying that, not even like, yo, check me out, like I'm also a streamer, like all this stuff, right? I was just in Hirsch's chat saying, yo, how the stream's going, like, how you doing today, bro? And stop by every day, like every stream. And
Yeah.
Keeley, you know, I had never played with Hirsch until that tournament.
Really?
Never
You
once.
never played with the Hirsch till the
I'd never played with Hirsch, and I was what? Nope, I'd never played with Hirsch, and we've been following each other. We known who each other was for like a month and a half already.
I never played with Hirsch until we picked you up. That was the first time I played with them.
Hirsch is a hard man to play with. Like when it comes to Warzone, a hard man to play with.
I think we're getting pretty close to long time, so we could take a couple questions from Twitter to end it off.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
If I can read through these real quick. I did not read these beforehand, so let me see. Here's a good one from Tyler V. What is your guys' favorite childhood game?
Ooh.
Ratchet and Clank.
Dude,
No,
yes,
no,
dude, that's
no,
so
Jack
good.
Daxter.
Yes,
Jack
dude,
Daxter.
we vibe. We have the same.
Yes,
So good,
yes,
dude.
nerdy. Yes,
Both of
nerdy.
those games,
Jack
but yes,
Daxter.
Jack was my Jack and Jackster, and all the way up to like Jack 3, like just those were
Sly
my games, dude. So good,
Sly Cooper.
dude.
Sly
Yes,
Cooper is a good one.
Yeah.
it's a different era of games for sure.
It really is. It really is. All right,
What
good.
about you,
Team.
JC?
I hunted shiny Pokemon.
Yo,
on my Game Boy Color
okay,
for like 5 years. Yeah.
let's
I
go.
still have it.
What's your
that's
pride and
my-
joy? What's your trophy? Your favorite shiny you hunted?
Mm. So there was one time where I was resetting to try and get a shiny Celebi from this event at GameStop, and I was sitting outside GameStop every single day while the event was live, resetting every single day after class, and I never got a shiny Celebi.
Damn.
I got
Oof.
yeah, it was, but that was like one of the coolest times. I was just sitting at the mall at GameStop,
That's so
playing
sick,
Pokemon
dude.
all day.
I love that.
Yeah.
If I wasn't gonna go with Jack and
Mine-
Daxter or anything, I would also choose Legend of Zelda. By the way, Ocarina of Time. But that's just
Okay.
I've never played a single Zelda game.
bro.
Same.
Why do you do
Same.
this to yourself, bro? Would you
When I
like do you
played
like single player type games and stuff like that, or
Yeah, when
Solving
I was younger,
puzzles?
I love Spyro. I love Spyro and like
Bro.
Jack and Dexter and Sly Cooper. I love those games. Pokemon. I don't know. I just never got into it. My favorite childhood game though would probably be Counter-Strike Source.
oh,
I was but not like like the normal like pubs and all that. I was heavy into the modded servers. I had a whole ass community on that. I would play like Jailbreak. If you guys ever played Jailbreak or any form of those modes, you guys familiar with that?
Never.
So basically, what you do is like the counter terrorists act as the wardens for the prison, and then the terrorists act as the prisoners. And it was like kind of like a role play type thing, not really like heavy role play, but it was like, hey, like what do the prisoners want to do today? War day. Like it was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite. And then mini games and surf and all that. I played that game heavy, very heavy.
dude, heck yes.
Back to nerdies. I didn't even answer it. I guess I don't even know if because I never caught the shiny Celebi, but I did have every starter Pokemon shiny up until like Gen 4.
Nice.
So
Let's
that was
go.
my little collection. Every
Damn.
shiny starter.
Dude,
Wait, like
that's
legit?
sick.
Like you got those legit?
Legit, yeah. I spend hours
Resetting?
every single day.
Did you
just
breed for
resetting, and
them, or
as soon
did
as I get
you
it, I transfer
reset?
it. I reset for Gen 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
And then I breeded for Gen 4.
Sick.
Damn.
Dude, heck yes. Damn, I'm gonna go
This
hunt
one
some shiny
comes from-
Pokemon now.
This one comes from Heartless, who is grinding for Vove. They said, for anyone looking to join Team Vove, how do you make yourself stand out?
Consistency. I would say consistency. Like it's not about the gameplay. I would say it's more about the person that you are. You know, like you definitely want to be a fun person, and if you want to be a streamer, content creator, personality is key. Like it's not about the gameplay. It's about personality and consistency. Like if you're gonna stream like once a week or something like that, like that's not consistent. Like you just got to be consistent with it and just stick at it, and like don't give up so fast. I would say.
Yeah, I think Hirsch just made a really good TikTok on the Team Vove TikTok about this. But like, just honestly, like, just keep like grinding, like we always say. But like, he's like, we are watching. Like, be a part of the communities. Like, don't like, you know, just come check in with people. Like, get into the Vove Discord. Like, become part of that community. Like, there's just lots of ways to at least not even like get a foot in the door, but like genuinely make like, you know, cool friendships or relationships, like Keeley did with Hirsch. Like he, you know, he was just like looking to play some games and stuff or whatever it is, you know. So
Yeah,
I mean,
and a good and like like what Nerdy's saying, like be a part of, you know, the Vover community. That's a big thing. Like before I was on the team, like I was hanging out in J Shot's chat. I was hanging out. Oh, rest in peace, J Shot, by the way. But I hope he watches this. But
Anchors away.
no, I was hanging out. I was hanging out in J Shot's chat, Gray's chat, Hirsch's chat, Jules' chat when she was on the team.
rest in
Like
peace.
literally every single Vove member. Yeah, rest in peace, Jules. I miss you. She literally left like a week after I got on the team. I never got to like
It's
actually
your
like
fault,
meet
dude.
her. I know.
Damn.
She saw Keelan.
Nah, on that note, you want to hear something messed up? Jordy was like one of the first people that I followed on TikTok. And I was like, oh, like it's, you know, somebody that's using TikTok to grow.
Same, dude,
gaming
yeah.
and stuff, right? So I was like, I'm gonna follow her, yeah. And I was like, cool. And she was like talking about Team Vove. She's like, oh, this team is so awesome, blah 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 blah. I'm sure she still thinks that, you know. Let me put that out there, but I get in and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna be so much closer to these people. And then she dips like a week later, and I was like, I didn't even get to play a game with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man.
that was unfortunate.
What
Going
about
back
you,
to
Gracie?
Heartless's question, like, do we know who Heartless is? Have you guys seen Heartless around?
He's been in my chat.
Yeah, I've seen Heartless around. I see Heartless in the Discord. Like, that's how you stand out. You want to know how to stand out? You make your
Show.
name known. You
Oh.
talk,
Tell
introduce yourself, talk,
Mhm.
chat it up, and Heartless is doing a good job of that. Hats off to Heartless.
Yeah,
That's how you stand out.
you just can't, you can't just comment on, because I see a lot of people that just comment on like the TikTok, how do I join, or like a random Twitter post like, oh, like me, but like I don't know, I feel like you got to be a part of the community. Like, how are we ever gonna know who you are besides commenting on one point? Not to sound ignorant, like I'm just saying that's how it was for me. Like that's my experience. You
Well,
gotta get involved.
I can compare it
And
to one other thing as well. Like, since we all stream, it's like, how many times have you had a new viewer come in and go like, what do I have to do to be mod? I'm like, bro, you've been here a total of maybe 20 minutes, but like if you're here every day and I can count on
Yeah.
you to be here and you become part of the community, then yeah, you'll get there. It's not even gonna be a question. Like, you know, like it's the same thing. You can't just see a team and go, how do I join? I want to be part of this. You have to like be around. You have to like invest in it.
grind.
Invest in
grind for
yourself, build yourself up, and then, you know, the rest is history.
And it's the guys, like, it's not, I don't want to see your name every single day saying, how do I join? How do I join?
Yeah,
How do I
exactly,
join? How do I join? It's the guys that ask for mod are not gonna get mod. Like,
Exactly. Yes.
just grind to make your name known. Like, if you're stopping by saying hi, I'm gonna see your name. Eventually, I'm gonna be clicking your profile. Eventually, I'll be watching your videos. Like, it's just the constant grind. You gotta be grinding for yourself before you're grinding for a team. 1000%.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's exactly what Bank Robber was just doing. I mean, Bank's been grinding. I know it took a long time for his like TikTok to even like gain a lot of traction, but he kept grinding, kept making videos. You know, he was in my Discord for a while, part of like my Discord community, like genuinely, you know, was becoming a part of my community. Never mentioned anything about, you know, I saw that he was grinding for Vove, but like here we are now. You know, he started blowing up at the same time that we were starting to throw his name around, and then we recruited him. So.
All right, last question before we end it. From Marshall Dillian, what made you want to become a content creator? We kind of touched on that earlier, but kind of a little bit different. I'll go first. Full like 100% like just full disclosure. Like it's I'm always bad at putting it this way, but like all my life I've always been the funny person. You know, people have always laughed around me or laughed at me too, but. Like I've always been that person, and I've always been like the entertainer, you know, and I think that deep like passion is what drove that, you know. I ties into that.
Yeah, I would say exactly what Skylar said. Like, you know, like I've always been like the funny guy, or like the guy that people laugh at. Maybe not always in a, you know, good way, but. You know, same thing. Like I've always felt like an entertainer. And then in terms of people, I would like from community, like the community that have inspired me, I would say, you know, Scumpy and watching Frozone streams.
I think I have to go with I was always that one dude in the friend group that was like, I'm sure this goes for all of us too, because we're all gamers. That's what we do.
You kind of have to have that.
The one group in the friend group that was like not bad at the game that we were playing. You know what I mean? Like we're actually decent, and so with that goes, I mean, IRL friends just being like, "Yo, you should stream," like that type of stuff. Like you're playing anyway. Why don't you turn the camera on and go live? And that's how it started. That's it.
Yeah, similar here. I think for me as well, like because I started a lot on Twitch with Destiny. I really enjoyed like just like helping people. Like I wasn't always the best, but I definitely knew a lot about things, and I could give people advice or steer them in the right direction, or even help them through a certain activity, right? So I think that branching off of, you know, just like trying to create something bigger than just me is kind of like why I like to do it.
For sure. All right, guys. Well, I think that this went on for very long, so I hope that, you know, it's still entertaining. I think that there's a lot of really good advice and insight that really came out of this, though, for sure. If there's anybody out there that's like starting out and is looking for a place to start, I think that there's a lot of very solid advice in this, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But do you guys have any closing thoughts, closing statements before we part?
I would just keep at it. Keep at it if you're trying to be a content creator. Like you'll get there one day. Like somebody one day is gonna see, you know, you grinding and being consistent. You know, it's a process. It's a process, not a race, you know? I think that's the biggest thing.
It doesn't happen overnight, man. You can't compare yourself to others.
No, that's a good point. Do not compare yourself.
Even the biggest streamers and content creators that you idolize started where you're starting, so just keep improving and keep grinding.
I don't know about you guys too, but I always feel like this, even at the level that I'm at. I don't think no matter how big I get, I'm always gonna feel like I haven't made it, no matter what. Like, and I'm always gonna strive for more, which is both a good and a bad thing. But on the other side of that, so that's like, I mean, if you're looking at your bigger streamers who, you know, you look up to and, you know, you think they've made it, they're always trying to go for more, which you should too. But then on the other note of that, to kind of balance it out, always look at where you're at and think about how badly you wanted to be where you are now. And think about how bad you wanted that. And you are there now. So that's a good way to balance that.
Exactly.
Yep. Never settle. You know, keep pushing.
I don't know how to.
All right, guys. That was the VoveCast, episode 8 or 6 or 7 or 9 or something.
You
We'll
tell
see you
us.
guys
It was
next
8,
time.
right? I think it was 8.
8. Yeah, I think it's 8.
We'll go with 8.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Number 8. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Peace.